Well, it came in a little earlier than I thought. I don't think it's been in all that long, but been up a couple hours. And there's your orb. And yep, that goes all the way down, runs back into the creek. So people say we're wasting water. No, we're recycling it, running it across the ground, letting the creek have it back. Unlike what's going on with the neighbors, where they planted all that crap and it holds water, so it never gets to the creek, and then we wonder why we run out of water sooner. But the creek's still holding up pretty good. And yeah, I know I left the bike there because I don't want to open that gate. These wires are shut off, so I just walk down here, slip through, and pull ahead to this riser. And then we'll have to open gates tomorrow. Well, at least one. And close one so Dino's group can't get in. And that hole looks like some of the irrigation water came up into it. Same with that one. And those, I'm going to guess they're all soaked from irrigation water. And not from above either. So I'm hoping maybe that little son of a bitch got him a little extra drink when I was up here yesterday, when I sped it up so he'd come in soon enough to actually get moved last night. Well, when I wanted it to. There were 5 open gopher holes up here. And I don't mean like that one. I mean there were 5 open fresh ones. And do you think any of them would sneak by while I was up here? Oh, hell no. But they're like over there. So I'm sure we didn't drown him out. Or them. But, yep. Good thing it's cool enough to wear my coat, so I can put my coat on the seat so I can sit on the tractor, right? Get rid of that leak, it'd be better. Yeah, you'll hear me complain about that a lot. Because I do. You know, we had that all apart twice. Actually had the bushing housing. It's not a bearing, it's a bushing. Had the bushing housing off of there twice. And there is just no good way. I mean, if I had a nice big overhead crane, you could sling that sucker. But the nature of the beast is, there's 1,000 feet of 4-inch hose on there that is full of water, even when you drain it. It says, all the instructions say you don't gotta worry about the hose, it'll flex when it freezes. Hasn't froze yet. But that sucker is heavier than hell. Oh, anyway, I gotta get to work. May as well get some cows on this one, right? They're pretty well scattered out. This is Dino's group. Bam Bam's group are all in the barn. I don't think they ever went back out last night. Oh, wait. One standing up there, bellering. Thought I'd show you. That is Dancer, daughter of Lena. Looks like she's got an attitude. There's her calf this year. I don't know when his birth date is. He's not one of the young ones anyway. But he is a brick shit house. A big one. We got a bunch of them like that. We actually, about the last 5 or 6 years, we haven't had any slouches for calves. I mean, the only ones that haven't looked real good have been the young ones. And, you know, when you're comparing July or a January calf to a freaking June calf, there's no comparison there. So you got to look at them by their age. And this group has a couple smaller ones in it. One of them that surprises me is 023 cow. Her calf is not one of the youngest, but kind of the middle of the road. And she's definitely no slouch. She's as big as the ones that are, well, she's within like an inch of being as big as the ones that are a month or more older than her. So. But anyway, I left my coat on and I didn't sit on the seat because it was too chilly up there. But now that I've been down here and got the pump going, And yeah, tighten the freaking packing up on it. I don't know why the packing don't stay. I might have to double nut it or something. I hate to do that too. But I'm sweating my butt off now. And well, I've been out here for an hour, I guess, dinking around. And the level of the creek, I just looked. I stuck a stick in the bank before we fired the pump up, and we're down maybe an inch. So that ain't bad. I mean, that's a lot better than last year. Last year we were drawing it down an inch every day almost, till there wasn't much left. Anyway, I get something done. One is not like the others, except this time this one belongs here. Heifer calf, in with the steers. Her mama's over there raising hell. I thought I saw one out here when I come out of the trailer this morning that didn't look like it belonged, but you know, I couldn't tell from there. I come back up and get irrigation done, and the bottom wire on the other side of the lane is down. I don't know why. It's back up. Only got like 2.8 joules on it. That's at the chargers, so we got some fencing to contend with. But I got everything moved, so hopefully I can get her back in the barn behind me and out the gate and over to the feed barn. But she didn't cooperate. She went from standing here in this corner to standing down there looking that way when she knows her mama's not that way. And of course I'm by myself this morning, and I got the gate open at the other end of the barn, so I got to keep an eye on these guys. Last thing I want to do is be chasing one of them. But I got to try to get her out of here. And reunited. Just in time for breakfast, right? That worked out pretty good. I finally got her in. And there's a head gate right there where those guys are looking out. We use that to get them in and out. And had these gates swung so she'd come this way. The bike blocking the hole over there. Got her in here. Open this one and right in like she's supposed to. And by the way, I lost my coat before I fixed that wire. And I'm already sweating my ass off. And it's 7 o'clock. Yay. And yeah, open that back up because I got to go through with the bike anyway. I don't worry about this one being closed all the time. They respect that wire enough. There's nowhere for them to go if they come out here anyway. The only time they've ever come out here is the gate I had open for her. The post it's hinged on used to warp, and we'd readjust that gate 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times a year. And Becky helped me feed one day. Get done feeding. We're in the house. Look out. We got a yard full of cows. What the hell? That gate was wide open. And what had happened was, with the latches we use, minis happen to be store-bought. We got a bunch we made. That pin only sticks in so far. You got one of those on each side to open and close it. That post had warped out so far that the end of the pin, if that was low over there like that, or no, excuse me, if it was this way, it would catch it, just barely. But if it was that way, it wouldn't. Cows bumped it, just wiggled a little bit, gate opened right up. So that's something we watch for now. Making her go a little way, it's not too far. A couple bales at this end, but this is also where there's some tansey off to the side. And you guys to the east, you don't know what it is. That's what it is. Nice pretty flower. I really hate to touch this shit because it stinks, it gets on you. Usually first year they just makes what they call a rosette, where it's really close to the ground and out like that. All it is leaves. Goes to seed the second year. And I was hoping there was, yeah, here's one that's got some buds yet rather than flowers. There's the buds before they flower. And my fingers stink. I mean, it's a pretty plant. The story is it was brought in for, them ornamental gardens that cities have. Somewhere, I don't remember, 19 something. Brought into Portland. It's gonna run me over. I really don't know what you're seeing on the screen because I can't see it. All I see is a reflection of myself and it scares me. But anyway, that's how it got here. It's one of them things that I believe it come from England. So, but it's toxic. Takes out the liver on horses and cattle. Sheep can eat some, and in a pasture setting, unless they're completely out of pasture, they won't eat it. But once it's dry and in a bale, they don't know it's there. My dang hanger didn't want to turn on. That's the very first piece I planted. It's still ankle high. We went up here to check this hay. It's wet on the bottom. I expected that. Wanted to run the tether rake through it a couple days ago, but that didn't happen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll her up and put the wet up, and tomorrow hopefully it'll be good to bale. Well, Bam Bam's group's happy. They're out there. Sprinkler should be in here in another hour or two, so I can go move it. Dino's group has moved out, so I got a place to move the sprinkler to. Ty found a few issues with the fence. Told her there was an issue. I fixed a couple spots this morning, but power was way low. We were like 2.7 at the charger right here in the barn, and she got it up to 5+ out there with the testers, so that's enough to keep them off the fence. There's still issues somewhere. She thinks it's on the east side of the hayfield up there, because that's all one line from where the cows are over there all the way through. And I got last piece, or not the last piece, but one of the pieces cut has been raked. Left the rake there because I think we're going to run the rake through it again. Straighten windrows up. Mother Nature has fun, So hopefully in the morning, get Ty to run the tedder rake on the last piece that we did where she pulled all the tansey. And after that, bale up on that other hill. I still got 2 more pieces to cut, but we gotta take a tractor over with a loader on it and pull a post out of the middle of the driveway before we can get in. Somebody said they had to stick a T-post right dead center in the middle of it, and it's in gravel and it ain't gonna budge. We checked it earlier, so anyway, yeah, Denver 95 again today. Gotta love it. Just shy of that right now, so let's hope everybody has a good Friday. Thanks for watching, everybody.